In the fall of 1777, the Americans had scored a major victory as General Gates defeated Gentleman Johnny Burgoyne and captured his entire army at Saratoga, New York. Convinced that the Americans could win the war, France formally recognized American independence in December 1777. A few months later, France entered the war on the American side. The tide was turning. After Burgoyne's defeat at Saratoga, the British moved the war to the south, where they heard thousands were still loyal to the king. Pacify the South quickly, they reasoned, and the North would fall soon after. At first, it seemed that they were right. Sir Henry Clinton easily overran Savannah, Georgia, in December of 1778. 2 years later, he captured Charleston, South Carolina, and the entire Southern Continental Army of more than 5,000 soldiers. In August 1780, Lord Cornwallis soundly defeated Horatio Gates' recently reorganized Southern Army at Camden, South Carolina. When Washington chose General Nathanael Greene to lead those soldiers that remained, the Southern Army consisted of only 700 poorly supplied survivors. Already, the tide had begun to turn back in favor of the British. Greene negotiated treaties with the Cherokees and Creeks, treated Loyalists charitably, and reorganized his troops. In January 1781, Daniel Morgan beat Colonel Banastra Tarleton's Legion at Cowpens. That March, Greene's army inflicted heavy damage on Cornwallis's troops at Guilford Courthouse and forced the British to withdraw to the coast. Deciding that he must first conquer Virginia in order to hold the South, Cornwallis moved his troops to Yorktown, on a small peninsula between the James and York Rivers. Washington quickly moved his troops south from New York. When a French fleet under the Comte de Grasse moved into the Chesapeake and turned back a British fleet sent to rescue Cornwallis, the British were cut off from the sea and trapped by 17,000 advancing American and French troops. On October 17, 1781, Cornwallis surrendered. When the British troops marched out to give up their weapons, their army band played a song called "The World Turned Upside Down." Yankee Doodle had won his independence. In the Treaty of Paris, signed in 1783, England recognized the United States of America as an independent country.